Welcome to my video for the easiest way to solve the last layer of your 3x3 cube. If you're still trying to figure out the best way to do the first two layers, you can check out my other videos with links in the description. This video won't be of much use to you unless you already have the first two layers solved. The last layer is not nearly as difficult as what other videos make it seem. Other videos make it much more complicated than the approach I'll teach you. Alright, let's start with the yellow cross. Once you've solved the second layer, take a look at your yellow side. If you look at just the center and edge pieces, not the corners, you'll see one of these four situations. And once again, we do not care about the corners for this step. So you'll either have the yellow dot, which is just the center with none of the four yellow edge pieces around it, a yellow hook or L, whichever you want to call it, which has two adjacent edge pieces, a yellow bar or line, which has two opposite yellow edge pieces, or the yellow cross with all four edge pieces already solved. For this step, we're going to be doing the same set of moves, regardless of which of these scenarios you have, to progress through each of these stages to get to the yellow cross. So if you have no yellow edges around your yellow center, meaning you have the dot, and then once again we're ignoring our corners, so it doesn't matter if they're diagonal next to each other, if all four are on the top, we don't care. Then we want to do this move. So we want to turn the front of the cube clockwise, turn the right side up, the top to the left, right side down, top back to the right, and the front counterclockwise. Now we should have an L or a hook in the bottom right corner. So the next step is to get from the hook to the bar. So for this, we want to put the hook so it's in the top left corner, meaning we have a yellow edge on the top and a yellow edge on the left. So now we want to do the same set of moves with the yellow on top and the hook in the top left. So front clockwise, right side up, top to the left, right side down, top back to the right, and the front counterclockwise. And now we should have the bar horizontally. So next, to get from the bar to the cross, we want to make it so that our bar is horizontal. So if your bar is vertical, just rotate it once so that it's horizontal. Now we want to do the same set of moves as the other two steps with the yellow on top and the bar horizontal. So front clockwise, right side up, top to the left, right side down, top back to the right, and the front counterclockwise. And now you should have the yellow cross. So now that we have our yellow cross, we need to see if the edges match up with the colors of the sides. So we're looking if our yellow edge pieces match up with the center right below it. So if all four already do, you got lucky. But usually when you first get your yellow cross, only two of them will match up. But we need to rotate the top layer until we can find those two. So if you look around the cube, you can see that this blue and this green don't match, the green and the red don't match, the red and the blue don't match, and the orange does match, but because there's only one that matches, we need to rotate the top again. So now we want to look around again. So red and orange doesn't match, orange and green doesn't match, blue and red doesn't match, green and blue doesn't match, we need to rotate it again. Blue and blue does match, green and orange doesn't match, red and green doesn't match, and orange and red doesn't match, meaning once again we only had one. And if we rotate it again, we can see that orange and blue don't match, blue and orange don't match, but green and red do both match. So this is the correct way that we need to have our top side rotated. Once you've rotated your yellow sides that two match, the question is, are the two that match next to each other or across from each other? So in this example, we have the orange and the blue that both match and they're right next to each other. But on this example, we have the red and the orange that match and they're opposite sides from each other. So when we do this next set of moves, it's going to progress the edges from across from each other to next to each other to all four matching. So first, when the two edges that match are across from each other, then you want to rotate the cube so that the edges are on the front and the back. And then you want to do this set of moves. So you want to turn the right side up, top to the left, right side down, top to the left, right side up, top two times, and the right side back down. And now you should have two yellow edge pieces that match their corresponding centers and are right next to each other. Once you've gotten this, or if you already had it, then you want to put those edges so that they're on the back and on the right side, and then do that same set of moves again. So once again, that's the right side up, top to the left, right side down, top to the left, right side up, top 2 times, and the right side back down. And now if you rotate your top one more time to the left, then all 4 edge pieces should all match. That set of moves may seem a little bit confusing, so one way to help you remember and knowing that we're working with the right side is to think of it as up, over, down, over, up, over, over, down, which might just help you remember this set of moves a little bit better. So once again, that's up, over, down, over, up, over, over, down. And that should help you to remember this step when trying to solve your yellow edges. Now is the first time we actually pay any attention to the yellow corners, since they are the last pieces we're going to put in place. First, we're going to put them into the correct corner, and then the next step will be to make them face the right way to complete the cube. Okay, let's get them into the right places. First, look to see if you have any corners that are exactly right, like this, where it's both in the right place and rotated the correct way. You might have this, but you also might not. So if you do have this, just wait a minute, we'll get there. Next, look to see if you have any yellow corners that are in the right place for that corner, but not facing the right way, like this. You can see that these 3 colors are the same as these 3 colors around it, but this isn't facing the right way. We need to rotate this corner for it to be correct. But that's okay, that's our goal for this step, is to get all the corners at least in the right places, even if they aren't facing the right way. Once you've all 4 in the right place, then you'll be ready to go for the next step. But for now, we're going to assume that you have none in the right place. So if you have no corner pieces in the right place, like this, where this one doesn't match up, this corner piece doesn't match up, this corner piece doesn't match up, and this one doesn't match up, then it doesn't matter how your top layer is rotated, but you want to do this set of moves. It's the top to the left, the right side up, top back to the right so it knocks off this white piece, the left side up, top back to the left so it knocks this white piece off, the right side back down, top back to the right, and the left side back down. Now you want to look around your cube again to look for a yellow corner piece that matches up. So this one doesn't, this one doesn't, this one doesn't, but this one does, right here. There's also a chance that you still might not have one corner piece that matches up, in which case you just need to do that set of moves again, and then you should have at least one corner piece that matches up. So once you have one corner piece that is in the correct place, then you want to put it so that it's on the bottom right of the yellow side, so right here. Then you want to do that set of moves again. So once again, that's top to the left, the right side up, top to the right, knocking off this white piece, left side up, top back to the left, knocking this white piece off, the right side down, top back to the right, and then the left side down. Now you want to look around your cube again and see if all of your yellow corner pieces are in their correct spot. So this one is, this one is, this one is, and this one also is, meaning that we're now done with this step. And similarly to trying to get one corner piece in the correct spot, you may have to do that set of moves twice. At this point, you should have all 4 corners in the right place. You might have none of them facing the right way like this, or you might have some of them facing the right way. For example, this one is facing the right way, and this one's not, but that's still fine. It doesn't matter. As long as all 4 are in the right places, you're ready for the final step. Before we start this step, make sure you've got your yellow cross all matched up, like this, and all the yellow corner pieces are in their correct corners, but not necessarily turned the correct way, like this. In this step, we're going to get all the yellow corners to face the correct way, which will solve the cube. Put one of the yellow corners that needs to be corrected into the front right of the yellow side. Then hold your cube so you got these 4 pieces locked into place, like this. Because for this set of moves, we're only going to be turning the right side and the bottom. So now we're going to do this next set of moves twice. and then check to see if it's solved. And if not, we're going to do this set of moves another 2 times. So the set of moves is the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, and the bottom to the right. And then we're going to do that a second time. So the right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, and bottom to the right. And now we're going to check that piece and see if it's been solved yet. As you can see, mine is still not. So I'm going to do that set of 4 moves another 2 times. So the right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. And again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. So once you've done that full set of 4 moves, however many times you need, then you want to rotate your top layer so you have another piece that needs to be solved in that spot. So once again, we want to do right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. And then again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. Now we want to check that piece and see that this one has also been solved. So we want to rotate our top again until we get another piece that needs to be solved, so this one. Then once again, we want to do right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right, and then again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right, and see that one now has been solved. So we want to rotate our top again for our last piece that needs to be solved, and do that same set of moves again. So right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right, and again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right, and then check our piece to see if it's been solved. It has not yet been solved, so we have to do that set of moves again. So right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right, and then again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. And now if we just rotate our top, congratulations, you've just solved the Rubik's Cube. If your 2 pieces that need to be solved are opposite corners from each other, then you need to do the same thing where you put this piece in this position to be solved. Then you need to turn the right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right, and then again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. And now check to see if it's been solved. It is not, so you have to do that again. So right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right, and then again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. And now if we rotate our top, you can see that this piece has already been solved. So we just want to keep on rotating past that piece to another one that hasn't been solved, which is over here. And then we can do that set of moves again. So it's right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. And again, right side down, bottom to the left, right side up, bottom to the right. Now we just need to rotate our top, and you've solved the Rubik's Cube.